Okay, everything's all set. Hello, my battalion of viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and today, cause that abomination of a Disney remake, which is most Disney remakes, Lilo and Stitch comes out today. We're trying to, trick the algorithm a little by fusing experiments from it with Ben 10 aliens. Overall, trying to make something way better than that live action, because it does not look good. I rewatched the original one earlier this week. That is so good. Why? I'm going to say, why would you do this? But Disney is stupid and money hungry. So, yeah. Hi, Thunderbirds. So yeah, I'm gonna see how many we can pretty much get done on a stream. I'm hoping at least 5. To start with, is one I came up with, an idea I came up with, where we're gonna try doing Stitch and Ripjaws, which is I think could be interesting, and also would give Stitch the ability to, swim. Since that's one of his major weaknesses. God, I hope the reviews for the actual movie show that it still bombs, because it does not. Because it should not do well. The original is peak, and there was no reason to do it. Yeah. Gonna have some. I'll have some fun trying to figure out how to do these teeth. Yeah, I mean, we've only been live for 7 minutes. I don't know, I feel like it was also very dead on the Wednesday stream for first couple moments. Yeah, it's fine. time we hope to get more as it goes on. Let's see. I do still hope this can do well. I do hope over time we can get more and more viewers on stream. There was a pretty good amount of like the subscriber number going up after the last stream. Which is a good thing, because more subscribers, so hopefully more views for the normal stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is that pretty much we just need some more. We just need more views. So people, put on the. I don't know, put on like the best of playlist just at night on your phone and just have it play while you sleep so we can get more views that way. I am contemplating if I want to just give it if I want to go straight to tail or still have or just do the leg version or do a mix where it's like it has legs and tail. I'm gonna at least get them at least vaguely prepped. we are slowly also trying to have certain streams for the days of the week. Try to have fusions on Fridays, and then try to get to work on having consistently Monday and Wednesday. Also, one will be try to be like for stuff that will then become a video at some point, kind of, which is what I've been doing with the Marvel Rival characters. That's one that will sometimes be like an actual video. That'll then also have the script. And then a day that's either just some fan art, or something more original, just mess around with. Wrong thing pulled up because I don't know the message. I can at least say, Thunder, that one of the things that is pulled up, like on my phone I have it pulled up, the stream pulled up, just in case I need to, like, do stuff like either deal with someone being annoying or a troll in chat, or if for some reason, like a few other times last week, and like a few other times we had where, like, for some reason OBS wasn't showing the chat updating on my end, so it made it hard to, so I'd have to like have it open on something else to look at the chat to at least be able to reply. So there's at least, so it's technically me and you, and then someone that is, maybe they're just listening in. It's all good however they decide to do it. I doubt it's a bot. Hopefully it's not a bot. I'll do whatever this is technically considered for it. Do the little I'll do that, but give them like the little Not that bad. Probably like a few other details we can add in when we start getting lines. Huh. No idea. Like, since I'm not entirely like, I know how some bots usually work, where like they'll, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's definitely possible. I hope not, because I don't know, dude. I don't even think they count as views then. I honestly can almost say, like, as long as if they're not spam, if having a bot counts as a view but doesn't, and the bot isn't like giving me like stupid, what is it called? Uh, stupid spam messages in the chat, I would be fine with that. As long as it also doesn't, the bots don't be like get me in trouble with YouTube, because like I'm not paying for bots to do stuff. That's stupid. I would prefer people. And also, since this is be and also pen it, besides the fact that it's also possible they could show up in general, because it's if bots are looking for topics that are very trending, I can see why they would pull up on some even more so than others. Yeah. We are gonna have new videos up this weekend. We're finally having the Patreon, last week's Patreon poll results video. That will be tomorrow, and then the most recent results. And you can vote for next week's video right now. I very much am trying to promote Patreon a lot, especially right now, since unemployment has decided I left my stupid and horrible job with no good reason. So they're not paying me anything for that. Nothing. Half the jobs I apply to don't give any response. And we're still waiting to get monetization on here. God, I'm... Why also... Oh, I have to try videos that I think are going to get me views over stuff that's over other stuff. Is there like some sort of inner ear detail? Nope. Well, I mean, there's like something in using like a softer brush around here. Not what I was be like wondering about. On a different random note involving this, apparently I saw something talk about that there's no Gantu in the new movie, which is stupid because Gantu is important. I told them for a multitude of reasons, including pretty much mental health. Unemployment sucks. The unemployment office. Unemployment in a sense of whatever the heck I'm considered right now, and there is okay when you're not dealing with other mental health stuff. But yeah, I told them I left for my own mental health, and because I was being ignored, and left to do stuff all on my own in shipping. Even try to make an appeal. The person running that appeal, the judge for that appeal, was already biased. So yeah. So screw you, FedEx. Oh, the Stitch looks nice, decent. DMZ's not dead, at least. Despite Ben's claims. It's like the Brother Bear meme. Hey, stop telling people that he's dead. Okay. should technically be like this. And then, yeah. Probably should do that. You're like a ghost. You're haunting me. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I mean, depending on which ones we use, it's not like it's going to. At most, it'll be 4. Drink responsibly, also. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't forget stuff. Okay, okay. No idea what an apple tango would be. I'll just say it goes up that way. Good to hear. Now to pull back up. Yes. just gonna do it like this. Oh, and then also, this one needs to be. I can at least try on a separate layer. That's what I'm doing right now, Ben. Hello, Ben, by the way. And also, people, you think with nose or without nose? With nose or without nose? With nose or without nose? Jawich. Stitch Jaws. I'm keeping that. I'm using that name for something. Do not steal. Okay, we're staying with. I think I'm going to start with a more. I'm going to start first, see how it looks with like a. With a, some more. Oh, joy. More Rip Jaws like color palette. Look like an angel, look like an angel, look like an angel. Oh, you're the devil in disguise. Oh, wait. That was one place wants to go. Am I what? I do think that goop is kind of a hard one in general to do a fusion with, no matter what. I mentioned what this idea, the plan was for the stream to like the other artists, and DMZ suggested goop with one of them, and goop is, and like I will try it, but goop is also kind of hard unless you do a little more experimenting, I guess, which is what I'm gonna have to do because he's kind of more like the one where you just do the honestly like change like the texture stuff. Sometimes like what you do when people do when they fuse like heat blast with some aliens, where they just give him like his texture. But you just have to think a bit about how you want to use it. You kind of, yeah. I don't really want to use goop as a reskin fusion. I don't want to do humung goop or humunggoopsaur or whatever it's called. If I use goop, I want to use him as I want to use him. I'll use him as different ways that inspired, where like you can tell that there's inspiration from him in the design. Maybe using like just some parts that are more goopy. Yeah. The MC suggested it goop with Richter, who's like the one that makes earthquakes, has like a shovel spade tail. Kind of looks like the Ankylosaur, I think it is what it is called. And I could possibly do it where like I don't know. One idea that came to mind is like having like the almost doing like maybe like sort of turtle like with like the limbs and head being made out of goop, and then the body still having maybe like the body is made of metal, similar to the projector thing that keeps goop up. Honestly, this is now a good idea. Figured out something. Talk your ideas out. I'm gonna have these two be like that, and I'm gonna have the two up. Don't be like this. Yeah, that. Use that as like the inspiration to fuse it with like the body. At the very least, I think that doesn't look half bad. Start using the green all over the place where it should be. I want to figure out what colors we want to go with it. Oh, so we. Maybe I'll just. That's you're thinking a little too much about the lore and stuff. This is just having fun making fusions. Seeing what we can come up with. Oh yeah, that looks good. A nice bit of purple. Doesn't work on the nose though. Okay, we need. I think they technically can use it. We are, yeah, we're gonna need a. That kind of looks cool, at least. This is more so just trying to get it so it's nice. Huh, I think this is looking good. Do a different color for that layer. Did the okay? Nerd, was there a reason why exactly did that? It was fine. It was just, normal conversation. Bound to happen. There was no real reason it needed to be done. Yeah, that looks. Yep. Do I want this? Yeah, kind of better like that. Yeah, good. How the I mean, eh, there wasn't that much of harm in what he was doing, so I don't think it was that nice. The That's a little weird. Also, 300 seconds should be up. Please, like Ben, if you're still here, we don't know why my nerd's phone glitched out, and I don't know why it targeted you. I only assume it's because you happen to have been the most recent comment. Just hers. Actually, am I even able to see them still? I can. Sometimes people get hung up on the most random of details. Since we have, I can like maybe a little bit, maybe it shouldn't have been something talked about on a stream that is partially a little bit because of covering a kid thing like Stitch, but I'm also not like super PG anyway, so. I'm gonna just. That'll work. Oh yeah, I don't think I put anything on that one. try with a harder brush. I'll go with that. I'm not fine. Now I could probably. Maybe different. Maybe like a purple. No, that'll work. This probably will have a little bit. Hello, Ark. No worries. One of these days I gotta actually figure out how the other thing for streams works. The one where like you just go into more or less studio in a way. So people will be like, oh, it's going to be a stream at this time. Granted, I'm also still not 100% always consistent. That's probably the main reason why it still hasn't been done. Why I haven't worried about it. I can answer the best of my ability. I'm not sure. like I understand, and I don't think it wouldn't be that hard, but at the same time, I don't want. No matter what, you shouldn't feel like you are forced to come to every time I stream Arc. If you can, you can. If you can't, that's fine. I'm trying to get the right words. So, like, I can see why you would want that to happen, but yeah. Sometime I know I should also actually make an official Discord where then I can also then every time I stream put the link in at everyone that wants to stream notifications. I would just have to do it. I think the hardest part is the fact that it's also just have to run it, make sure there's no bad party people. I have no idea what all would be done on the Discord. It more or less feel like it would just be it exists. Yeah, that should be good so it doesn't get lost. Thank you. I also think our first one is pretty much done. We are so not getting multiple done a day. Yeah, I do kind of wonder how thinking about a little bit how the heck does the modding work. I assume it's mainly mods are just I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the word. Well, I was partially assume doesn't get paid, sort of thing. I would try. The plan is to try to. The original plan was to see how many I could get done in a day, but depending. But it's partially thinking that they're small, I could probably get a couple done, but I might just do two depending on how it goes after the next one. It took an hour to get one done, so might do at least one more. Since I got like ideas for how to do the suggestion from DMZ with Goop and Richter is what it's. called? We'll do that at in a split moment. Yeah, 2 is good enough mainly because it's also, if it's for sure 2 hours, because I need those hours. Yeah, I'm actually, yeah, but yeah, I think our Stitch and Rip Jaws is good. I did also have another one of my own idea. Yeah. What to do with that? I would probably use it to. I don't know. I'd probably use it to probably better my life in ways. Definitely use like the ones that are like help with flying. The ones that can fly to like make travel better. Maybe there's the ones that I have to relook at if there's other ones that can make it easier to do certain things and maybe ways to help make extra money. It's I don't know how ethical some of the stuff I might do is, but that's that's not my problem. Yes, I think we got one done right now, and I also just gotta use the restroom, so I will be right back, and also set up the canvas for the next one. Okay, I'm back. Like, accelerate is okay to do some stuff fast, but like, say speed paint, doing art for speed paints. I don't think the OBS or anything would be able to keep up. Only the Clip Studio time lapse. I don't always want to. I don't always want to use it. Just certain things make it easier to do it. So if anything, Clockwork would be the one I would rather do, because I could just freeze time, but also try to figure out a way to make it so I can at least still have OBS to work, and that's because it's so I have more time to stuff. Hey, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much stuff Diamond Head and maybe even Chroma Stone can make to then sell, but yeah, do it, make money from that. Yeah, Gray Matter can, to help me figure out how to do it. Different aliens that have multiple arms can be helpful to try to like multitask. Maybe. Alien X, you get stuck in a conversation with the other two, and you're stuck in there for like more or less ever. So it's not going to be that helpful. Using Accelerate to clean the house, yeah, no, 100% agree on that. Anything to make cleaning go by faster is perfect. Okay, start with getting some of the general shape language, general shape and figure. Here's figured out. Okay, now I'm gonna pull up Goop so I can get a look at his gravity projector thingamajig. Honestly, who knows? This might actually not take super long. It might just do something else. I think vaguely still have some of those shapes, but yeah, Clockwork for Crimes. Yeah, like Clockwork would be the best one because you can actually freeze time and the cameras won't pick you up. Accelerate, you will get picked up. Just very hard. Yeah, that is the hardest one. That is one that I have to also think. That is definitely one where you just have to think a bit. It because it's probably like a combination of just who are your favorites, and then also just good ones to use. Cause like I like Ghost Freak. Being able to turn invisible, well, pretty much you become Danny Phantom with that. You can walk through walls, disappear, and fly. So like, that's good. Like I like Ghost Freaks, so have them. Honestly, like gray matter, like you point out, is good to help you. I think that can probably be helpful to, in your just drawing blanks on ideas and stuff to help you get through it. I would hope. I like Accelerate in general, and Accelerate is also, like you said, good for cleaning. Clockwork is good for crime. And then I have to go. Guess I do have the list up, so like I can. Diamond Head is good. Is a good one in general. Then, like we said, we can make crystals from them to sell. think Snarrow just has a cool design, so choose that. Chromastone, Big Chill like is a good. Big Chill and Jet Ray are good flyers. Nanomech and Pesky Dust for like smaller stuff, and then scaring people also with Pesky Dust. I don't remember what number we were on, so it's just there's quite a few that can be good. What the fuck? Oh well. Atomics. Arc has their 10 would be Atomics, Diamond Head, Vampire, Upgrade, Gravitack, Feedback, Gray Matter, Big Chill, Clockwork, and Goop. Yeah. Pretty much there is at one point I want to do like a video. So it's either going to be about my. It's probably more so about my 10 favorite. But can, probably could also have it just be in general who I would want to choose for it. But sometimes where I draw my avatar, or like if I had the Omnitrix, what I would look like as the alien sort of thing. That way we can then figure out more so how we want to do what ones I would be, because I have to you have to whittle down 10, both 10 favorite and 10 just to use. Well, maybe I would be like Asmith. You're getting a different. You're getting a different ectoneurite DNA for my Omnitrix. Like I don't know, literally anyone that isn't the scare. Bezwin. I don't know if you're accidentally mistyped or something. I don't know what Bezwin is. Like Feedback, Vampire, know them both. Vampire Feedback is I think is cooler. Yeah, that could. That was not probably not a bad fusion idea. Bet bet oh between going a little too obsessive with canonicity, where we can both. No, that's not. Yeah, yeah, vampire or with electricity powers is seems pretty strong. Vampire just granted, I also might just be a little bit biased, have a bias because of other people's opinions, because have not watched uh, uh that I never watched the episodes of Omniverse with him, so I probably just need watch him his ones myself to decide if how good he is and all as an alien. Okay, sure. Oh, good. Yeah, if you like him, don't let any of us stop you from liking him. We have no reason to make you dislike him. And if anyone can't be like, and if anyone goes like, your opinion's wrong about that, uh, tell them to screw off. I don't know. I'm partially thinking, kind of. I'm honestly kind of thinking, kind of like how, mm, almost like I don't know. I was going to say almost like an opposite of gut rot, if anything, but pretty much I'm kind of thinking of keeping the body using grays and purples on the body, and then the slime being green. Though I also might do like parts of the slime being purple. Well, we will see when we get to the actual coloring in about I don't know, a few moments. No, if people be mean to you, not you being mean to people, Ark. Because I know for a fact there's a lot of times where people will be mean to others because of liking something they don't like. I am saying, if they be mean to you, you tell them to screw off. Obviously, don't be mean already either, but I highly doubt you will anyway. It's all about, yeah. Who knows? There's a sometimes, as someone who definitely has a lot of characters and stuff, where like I'm not entirely sure why I like this character or this thing, but I do, and I don't care. It definitely happens, so we just sometimes we just like them certain things, and yeah. Let's yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start with a more goop goop green as our thinking a little bit probably. How about I do it on a layer, another layer? So I don't know, just trying to figure out other shape parts, detail parts. Actually, if anything, pretty good. Bong. You like that? And then just a few parts over there. Yeah, no, yeah, 100% agree on that. Don't like. There's no someone be mean to you, just ignore them. If someone, I do think sometimes people just forget where they can ignore people. If they're being mean to them. It's like, sometimes it does feel like people forgot the golden rule of the internet: don't feed the trolls. Honestly, that's been going good. Yeah, they want attention, so don't give it to them. I think I have an interesting idea. I want to try. I want to try it like. I'll probably change the color in a moment, but I'm just going to. We have this for now, so just go with this. I have an idea, so. Actually, if that color, actually that works good. Might come back and do it. Also another one. Yeah, we'll try it. Okay, that's for other stuff. Okay. Look at that. At some. I mean, I live in the U.S., so hell definitely exists. At this point in time, I think most people are, so don't worry about it. I have no idea if that's actually reassuring, but you know. Let's see. Try and find the color I like. Yeah, I think that works. I think I'm gonna go do a like I did a second ago. Come back through to like some of the other areas with a darker airbrush. Yeah, no, that should be fine. wouldn't say short time when it's still about 40 minutes. Oh, minutes. Don't know if you really want to, I don't know if you would want to do that for all eternity. Well, there's that one then. Where the frick is that? There you are. There you are. That probably will look better. Yeah, it looks good. Not what I meant. Not what I was trying to do, but kind of cool looking. I can, thank you, DMZ. I will honestly say I was like, because I was just the first thing that came to mind with your suggestion was pretty much just a retexture where just him but all goopy. I was like, doesn't sound like a good idea. But you know, when you take a moment to actually think and then come up with a sort of like armored dinosaur goop turtle thing, goopy slime turtle thing, then boom, you got something actually not. Then you got something good. And also thank you, Elsa Arc. Something that happened. I'm just gonna mess around a little bit. That did no, that did not work. Oh, really? That did not work. Something didn't. Not bad as a. Wrong one. Yeah. But yep. We made two good alien fusions. Stitch is okay. I think Goopter or some sort of name would have to figure out better name for. Oh yeah, but changing that is also looks better having that. Make it be that bluish color. Blue multilayer. Yeah, we got pretty much the 2 hour mark. And I think I'm gonna call it here for the day. Current aim is Monday for stream, and then also that Monday finally doing the last Marvel Rivals Fall into Chaos, or this at least this first round. Another fusion video will be next Friday. I just don't know yet what. Fusion stream next Friday, as our trying to be, and Wednesday is up in the air. Or it might be the Marvel Rivals one, depending on how Monday goes. But thank you all for joining us today on this stream. And if you liked what you saw, then leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town. To be in the know, future videos, updates, and streams. Thank you all again for like the amazing feedback. I'm glad these came out really good. I definitely kind of want to steal this for some original idea. I'll figure that out at some other point. Anyways, thank you for joining us today, and I'll see you all next time. Later.